Where you want all things Afrobeat music and culture, only on Last Gidi Vybes on Z Digital with your boy, Deola D'brown.
I was born when I was lost, broken mind and broken soul. Pray for rain to wash my sins, yeah. Angels long gone, the surgeon cuts my skin. I'm gonna live good. I'm gonna live good. I said I'm in it for the last days. I'm betting on black, not going back. Better give it, don't give it up. No, I won't, 'cause I'm a all gambling man on life I played. I tasted love, I tasted pain. Yes, I did. Testimony I've got true. Yes, I do. Now it's time to heal. I'm overdue. I'm a live good. Said I'm a live good. I said I'm in it for the last dance. I bet in no black, not going back. Never go give it, gon' give it up. No, I won't, 'cause I'm in it for the last dance. I bet in no black, not going back. Never go give it, gon' give it up. No, I won't, 'cause I'm all, yeah. I'm a man with the truth, got nothing to do. I need, yes I am. Left the drinking and the gambling. I'm betting on me, I'm betting on I'm betting on you, I'm betting on love, I'm betting on faith, I'm betting on trust, I'm betting on hope, I'm betting on love, I'm betting on truth, I'm betting on faith, I'm betting on truth, betting on black.
Yep, you already know we're back again, and it's another incredible time. We're riding, we're blasting on these Last Gidi Vybes. You already know, another incredible special episode. And you already know, this is your favorite dose of everything Afro vibes, people of color. If you like tunes, you like, some flavored tunes, if you like, this is where you get it from. And we're broadcasting on from Z Digital from the 4ZZZ Towers in the Valley. And we're back again, your boy Deola D'brown. We just listened to that one, Jungaji, Betting on Black. That one is the acoustic version. Now, look, I love acoustic, man, because if you've been riding with us, you know that Fave is one of my favorite tracks, that track we've been playing the acoustic version of that, and to hear this one from our very own Brisbane legend, who has just come back from an incredible stint at the QMAs. How amazing is this to have it back in the studio? I ain't gonna waste no time on this one because we have a very special guest in the studio, and of course accompanying him is right hand man Jungaji in the building. Man, what's happening, my brother?
Brother, it's a pleasure to be back and talking to your beautiful listeners and audiences, and always have respect to the mob from this country and the elders past and present. But I'm happy to be back. I don't know about the legendary status though. I like respect.
Bro, you are a legend. I know you're humble. I know you're humble. And we appreciate that. That's why we give you more flowers.
No, you know what? Now give me just a little flower. Just keep that bouquet until I'm ready to cross over. Respectful, not good, eh?
Nah, man. See, that's the thing. We give them while we're here, not while they're gone. So of course, man, great kudos to you, man.
Thanks, brother.
And it's just been a crazy tear for you lately.
Yeah, man.
With some of the amazing things you've had coming up. We'll be delving straight into that very shortly. Of course, accompanying you, the Noble Man himself, of course, Mr. Noble. Love the artist, not just the art. My
That's
man.
right,
And of
that's
course,
right,
Jamaric
bro.
brought
That's
in the building. Man, welcome, man. It's good to have you back again. It's been a minute, man.
Oh
How
man,
you been?
it's been a while. I'm good. It's so nice to be here back again with you.
Yes.
With my brother Jungaji.
Yo, way.
Of
yeah.
course.
Yes.
I know there's so much to delve into, but look, we got to start off with the hot topic, man. QMA Awards, man. I know you've been riding this journey for a while. How does this past experience feel? Picking up this Music Artist Award of the Year. Tell us how that experience feels for
Man,
you.
humbly speaking, I think it's just a reflection of all the hard work, the many musical formats, hats, and just, being proactive and positive too when the chips are down and you feel like you just want to throw it all in. It's just like, well, hang it, tick. I still got to, when you talk from a place of truth, nothing could be kind of compromised, and that's the ethos and the mantra that I kind of stick to. And as a mid-career artist, it's just challenging the notion of ageism and just encouraging others out there that we've all got a story. We've all got a story to tell, and I celebrate that very much. I thought that I'd be receiving awards like that when I got into the industry in 1993.
Yes.
But it's taken me a minute to arrive from there to there, and many kind of bruises, cuts, scars, and all the above to arrive where I am at this destination. And I've still got a lot of work to do. Still not complacent, and just I'm hungry. The fire is still burning. I don't want it too big.
Yeah.
I'm very settled these days, but I need to keep it just enticed and creatively in control, and I'm okay.
That's amazing. It's crazy. I mean, I know we talked about the legendary status, and you talked a little bit on it, but one thing we can't dispute is the OG status. You're definitely been in the game for a minute, and it's just amazing to hear you say this, because we know of some of the best athletes and artists in the world. They've been doing this for 20 years, 15 years, and the one thing you hear them saying is, I just want to be better. And that's literally what you're saying. You're hungry for more. You want to continue to push those boundaries. That's a remarkable thing to hear. Where does that come from, and where does that hunger kind of depth come from?
I think it's just being family focused first, community focused, and what's your legacy, what's your testimony, what's your fellowship when you do cross, because we're only here for a small dance, the dance of life.
Correct.
And I've got I've got two beautiful grandsons. What are me, Jungaji, as a grandfather/father, leaving for those that walk? Particularly 100 years from now. If I'm not singing any of these language songs, and it's my interpretation of them, that old language, that old law that I was taught, and that's the same with my visual art too. What is it all for? You know what I mean? Like, so for me, it's just creating this bodies of work as much as I can while I'm still alive and present, and then leaving that for those that walk after me.
That's amazing. And of course, Noble, we got to come to you just diving through it all. We know when the last time we had you both in the studio, you had taken that right hand role. You guys had just shot that video. I can't remember what video it was.
Betty on Black. No, Mission Street.
Mission Street. Yes, you were just fresh off shooting that video. You guys popped into the studio, and we talked a little bit about that. So it would be great to just hear some of the journey and experience of since that time with Jungaji and up to now. What has that journey been like?
I would say, the thing that drew me with Jungaji that I keep discovering, it wasn't just the music. It's his honesty, his connection to his art, and the responsibility that he has as well. And as a Moroccan Australian, I see a lot of similarities when it comes of how to preserve the music, how you share the storytelling. And I'm learning again more and more while I'm seeing. It reminds me as well my own identity, and being together in this beautiful journey that comes with ups and downs. We are the one shaping what it's going to look like Australia. What is this identity, of Australia that looks like? And we're bringing so much intercultural and looking at our similarities, even though that we are 1,000 kilometers far away, but still I see the inspiration,
Yes.
Cross the waters.
Yes, cross the waters.
Not the creek, the waters. We're across the creek. Big waters on the other side, the Indian Ocean.
And then another, the funny similarity, which was Brother Jungaji, Muri, and they call them the Sunset People.
Yeah, we're the Sunset People,
which is what we are called from the North Africa. We're called the Sunset People
That's
as well.
right.
You know,
Jeez.
so I'm so honored and blessed, you know, to be part of his journey and understanding exactly what does it mean for him, his art, how to respect the culture, the procedures, and all of that. You know, the music, the outcome is beautiful. A lot of people, they see just the the results, but for us we focus so much on the journey itself, because that's where we're changing so many lives. And the new generation is getting inspired as well, that nothing comes easily, and it just takes a lot of hard work and dedication and sacrifice with no expectation.
It's much more sweet. I'm trying to teach that to my son now. You know, just you can't expect it to just fall on your lap.
Yes.
You got to work, and sometimes when you don't work, you got to get out and look for work, and you got to invest into the process within yourself, because you are the CEO of your business. And if you're not going to drive it, these fellas here are not going to drive it for you.
That's right.
So you know what I mean? So at the end of the day, we as the artists, we are our own entity. You know, so. Yeah.
And I guess that's that passing that torch moment, because you know we talk about enjoying the process a lot. You know, and if you don't sort of enjoy the process, enjoy the journey, you know, that holy mountain or that grail that you're looking at doesn't just appear. There's a process to get into that, you know. But like you rightly said, a lot of people kind of run away from that process, from that journey, you know. So I guess this is a question for probably both of you, is especially sharing that, you know, different cultural aspect and background, and now infusing this together. And I know, Jungaji, you have, you know, your partner in the past, and you know, as you mentioned, is also Zimbabwean.
That's
you know,
correct. Yeah.
What does that intercultural connection from both of you, you know, kind of add, and what does it relish in this journey for you guys?
I think it encapsulates and indicates us as a nation,
right?
And us really celebrating that unification, that you know, and being proud of, you know, who we are. And there's too much division and there's too much divisiveness around, you know, people up there on the top of echelons, and how, you know, particularly as a black fella, you know, as a modern Murray man, and how people views. And I love having conversation with people who are nescient. They've never had a conversation with a black fella, but when they sit down and share a tea, or if I'm up on stage doing a corporate gig and stuff, and I'm just up there with my guitar, it's beautiful, and you can just see like, wow, you know, I hit them with a bit of, you know, truth, and then I sing that song. They don't understand what I'm singing, but they come up to me and they're like, man, you made me feel something. And that's what I call the third space. When you're in that moment of people engaging and stuff. I had that with Jeffrey Gurmel. He's passed now, bless his heart, but, you know, certain people's had that impact on me, you know. And they don't even have to be singing a language, but even if they just talk, I'm just like, oh, this is what I'm alive for. I don't drink. I've been 10 years sober now.
Well, wait, I was going to talk to you about that. So
yeah,
yes,
you know,
oh my God. 10 years sober, oh my God.
Yeah, but, you know,
congratulations
for me,
on many
you know,
fronts, my brother.
there's many ways for me, a lot of, you know, getting that high that I once seeked, and I was numb. I was numb to the world and stuff, and I wasn't the best version of myself. Yeah. And that's what I tell. I mean, I've been working in the prisons this last 2 weeks and dealing with the young fellas over there. And I'm always, you know, just, you know, even with that environment, you know, having these yarns with them, and it's amazing, but because where they come from, you know, it's not pretty, man, you know, and that's the realism of where we are as a society. Yeah. They just building more prisons and stuff like that. So we can go many angles here, but at the end of the day, it's just like we need a more inclusive society. Yeah. You know, and we need to celebrate that more. You know.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You know, and
I just want to add one thing. It's like
please.
I just thought about the first time when I met Jungaji. The first thing that I noticed is he was interested about my culture. As much as I was. It was an exchange. That space was created for the culture to not just be consumed. It was as well being respected by actions, and that really like attracted to me. You know, to create that environment where I am how I am, and you are who you are, but at the same time we can learn from each other, because of course there is not only one way to see things, you know, and most of the time we need another person to share and to see different angles, you know. Otherwise it's just subjective. The whole world, what's beautiful for you, it's different for me. Absolutely. But it doesn't mean it's wrong. It's just that acceptance that you can exist in your life and I can enjoy that, and at the same time I can exist as well, and having that mutual respect. And you know, God said, I've created you tribes to get to know each other. And So yeah, that's the intercultural collaboration that we're looking for. You
Yeah,
know?
man.
It's a very funny segue, because just touching on that, it's a very interesting topic that I like to delve into sometimes. And we talk about inclusivity, right? And a lot of times we look at inclusivity from a particular perspective, you know. And for me, I don't think that's actually being very inclusive, because if you really want to be inclusive, you have to look at that subject matter from multiple perspectives. Just like you said, not a right or wrong perspective there. But even if I don't necessarily agree with your perspective, it doesn't mean we have to conflict.
Yeah.
You know, it just means I see where you're coming from. I might not agree with it, but okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
We could agree to disagree, as they
Yep.
say. You know, and that for me is how true inclusivity comes from. When you're making a law or making a statement or putting something into play, you have to put all these different perspectives into consideration, and not just from one particular angle.
Amen.
You know.
Amen. That's why it's good, you know, and it's, I don't know, it's just
We have to change that. There is as well an effort of education regarding
Yeah.
some stereotypes. When it comes to when we say someone is from Africa or culture, it's colorful.
Yes.
However, when I go to Fiji, they consider me exotic.
Oh.
I am exotic from Morocco or from Australia, but when I come over here to Australia,
Yeah.
having Vegemite on a toast,
Yeah.
that is exotic for me. That is culture for me, you know.
Exactly.
And for someone else, maybe a Moroccan tagine is so exotic.
Yes.
So sometimes people they think that what they have it's not valued enough, but actually no.
That's
Open
a
up,
good-
like
yes.
having an afternoon high tea. That's culture for me. I would love to. So
Yeah.
that exchange. And that's creating that space where we can all share and educate each other about life, traditions, customs, and be comfortable in our identity. We all have our past. We all have done good things and bad things.
Yeah.
But we have a responsibility today, and we have a power to redefine it how we want, especially for the new generation coming. And they
Absolutely.
see in this, you know.
Absolutely.
Mm.
Nah,
Man.
amazing perspective. Look, before we take this quick break, I just want you touched on your son, and I know a few things about that. You have your 50th coming up, but let's talk on you being sober, you know, for 10 years now. I think that's a very important thing to talk about and shed some more light on. I went through a phase in my life, I talk about this all the time, where I was sober. I didn't drink. I was sober for 9 years, you know, while I was still active playing, and I never felt better. It started as a deal between a friend and I. You know,
Yeah.
we're preparing for another season, and we're like, look, let's go into this season and you know, kill. Let's go have this season on point.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, let's not drink. Let's quit everything.
Yep.
We had a cheer on the glass of red wine, and we said, this is our last glass of red wine till 6 months after.
Yep.
You know, and then we cheers to that. 6 months came. I felt so good.
How'd you feel, bro? Yeah.
It was incredible. And I just kept going.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, for 9 years, you know, until I had kids. And life changed. I tell you, but I got to say this. I got to hear this. How does it feel, and where do you get that strength from to continue to pursue that journey?
I mean,
you're on?
it's the great ones that walked before me, you know, and you know, my father, he was born into poverty, but he made particular choices as a young boy to never touch alcohol. He lived his whole life. We lost him 2 years ago, bless his beautiful heart. Yeah, he was 74, and he never touched a drop of alcohol. Ever. I mean, I bumped my head. I'm not saintly by any means, but I was just talking to my sister in Anala yesterday. I just said, you know what? I gave my dad 5 years of sober. I gave my dad 5 years of father-son, and I'm proud of that. She's like, wow, she nearly cried because we all missed him. He was like that tree in the community. When that old tree is gone, we all exposed to the elements, the sun, the rain, and she's like, damn, it's so hard without him here. But he gave me the tools, man. He gave me the tools. That's why I said to the sisters, you can either grab the beer or pick up the spear. I picked up the spear, and I carry that spear strong now, you know. Yeah, so, you know, all you know, kudos and respects to the old man, but he taught me so much. And I celebrate that, you know, through the stories that I sing, share, paint, within the theatre world too, you know, it's beautiful.
That's incredible, man. Such a powerful role, you know, to have such an incredible man and a role model in your life, and for you to exemplify that moving forward to your own kids. Such an
Absolutely.
incredible story to hear.
Yeah, man.
Now, just overseeing all of that, how much does that role, of the experience you've had with him play in your role now as a father to your kids?
Well, not only that, as a grandfather too.
As a grandfather too, my man. I told you, congratulations on so many fronts, my man. No more case coming.
I'm proud, become a grandfather. And I've got two beautiful grandsons, and that we carry that two-brother mountain story as Jungaji people. So that two-brother story went from my father, his father, my grandfather, all the way down to me and my brother, and right down to my two sons, down to my grandsons. So that come with me, that story, and I got given, I don't know if you can say the law, symbolically. This old man made me a tea. I think I told you the last time,
yes,
when I was 14 years of age back in 1990. And when he spoke this old language, I was like, damn, I've never thought that existed anymore. I was brought up in Anala. In the 80s, we were far away from, we had 3 generations away from country, because we were stolen away. We were blackbirded. Well, long story short, I met that old fellow. He was about 103, 104, to be determined. And he started speaking that language, and it was like thunder and lightning. It just kind of connected me as a young man. For all the years, respecting Michael Jordan, everything was American. I was like, man, look at that. I should celebrate that there. But it wasn't until 30 years later, when I went back up to where I met him up at Gympie, that I realised that it's full circle. And he made me a tea, not for my dad, not for my big brother. He made that tea for me. And it's only now that I'm sipping on that tea now, whether it be tea or iced coffee. But and that's the next album, is titled In the Tea of Life. And I've got 20 artists. It's a collaboration album on this album, now Volume 1, Volume 2, and it celebrates us as dads, but it also brings awareness around mental health. Telling you I lost my son to suicide, 2021. So it's how you respond to when the chips are down, and that's a hard spear to carry that one. But I'm just like, and I was off at Jim Beam. That was my gig, that was my drink. The day that I lost him, I was like, but then I heard my grandsons come through the door. I'm like, and that was his sons. And I said, no, I'll drink this tea. I've got to focus on these 2 little ones. And out of that, I won 2 of these, since, and it's just like, wow, little wins here and there and stuff, but yeah.
I don't think those are little wins, those are massive wins.
Oh, no, I mean, it's good in the scheme of things, but it's just like, wow, there's still so much work, particularly for those who are voiceless, for those who deal with, mental health, or deal with, incarceration, or deal with, there's so many things that kind of handicap, people's out there in the community and stuff. It's like when it's good, we celebrate. Like we're done, we celebrated with,
absolutely.
It might have been lemonade or whatnot, but we celebrated.
We went crazy with the ginger ale.
Oh my goodness, man! I mean, it's just remarkable. Your story always never fails to inspire. Just to see how much it draws strength from so many low points of your life to become such a remarkable individual and artist. It's such a joy to see, and I think that story should be told to inspire and impact as many people as possible. But of course, incredible words from you. We'll be right back to talk some more about this incredible QMA Awards. This is the second one too, by the way, people. So we'll be talking a little more about that. His brand new album coming up. We can't wait to talk about our 20 tracks, and of course his 50th birthday celebration. He'll be doing this one with his son. You don't want to miss this.
You said rendezvous.
So Jungaji in the building, baby. And of course, the double man will be right back. You already know.
I wish I could afford a rollie, drive around and fuck the police. But my mom depended on me. Turn up the volume for me, 'cause I can't shout. If it gon' happen to me, then I can't fight. Yeah, I think I'ma know when it feels right. Yeah, I'm ready. Put up and I'm ready to be anyone started. Want me, then be about it. Lay on the table, all your intentions. I wasn't alone when I was running. Back when I was new and up ain't coming. Back when my mama used to tell me, was baby, don't forget from where you're coming. I cannot forget I crossed my heart and hope to die. I cannot forget I wrote initials on my body. More than I don't care, I want it more than everybody. But I can't stop thinking, no, I wish I had a roll. I wish I could afford a rollie, drive around and fuck the police. But my mom depended on me. Turn up the volume for me, 'cause I can't shout. If it gon' happen to me, then
the rain. That's why you fell in love through my pain. Two broken hearts played for fools. I promised you my love, I'll give all devotion, give it all to you, and I heard the bells from the church bells, matrimony, yeah, had blessed me again. Second time romance, your medicine for my heart, feeling like a drum, no. My sun, moon, and stars, give me love, give me more. These scars are heavy on my heart and my soul. So much regret, true God, He saved me, I know. You got your own lost in her, yes you do, now. I promise you my love, I'll give all devotion, give it all to you when I heard the bells from the church bells, matrimony, yeah, had blessed me again. Second time romance, I said your medicine for my heart, be like a crown, no. But sun, moon, and stars, give me love, give me more. Mother's words are like a song. I heard the bells from the churchy bells, matrimony, yeah, had blessed me again. Second time romance, I said your medicine for my heart. I'm beating like a drum, but sun, moon, and stars, give me love, give me more, give me more, give me more. I said your medicine for my heart, yeah. I'm beating like a drum, no. Sun, moon, and stars, give me love, give me more. Brother Westy, come on,
Does it that good?
Alhamdulillah, praise be to God, no matter your condition. Forget all your loss, something must go before something come. It is work, no be luck. Sin is believing, you have to trust yourself. Can't wait for the song. Never feel remorse. Even in darkness, even in brightness, you are with me. And if I lose, it be there to guide me. God, now my protection, love is a connection. I am meant to be here. Alhamdulillah, Praise be to God, no matter your condition. Forget all your loss, something must go before something come. It is work, no be luck. Sin is believing, you have to trust yourself and wait for the sun. Never feel anymore.
Yes, we're still here, Last Gidi Vybes, of course, still your boy, Deola D'brown, and of course I have some sensational guests in the studio. We just listened to some incredible track right there, Jungaji, of course, that one was Sun, Moon and Stars, and then we had Benton and Saz back outside. And of course, we've got our top 5 Afrobeat chat smackers coming up next, and our sensational guest still in the studio. Of course, let's keep this vibe lit. Jungaji, fresh off his Artist of the Year win at the Queensland Music Awards, and of course right beside him the noble man Jamari Prod, who is saying love the artist, not just the art. And of course we're here to vibe with that one. We got to keep it going though. Incredible words. Those of you who are just joining us, man, you better go and listen back to what you've missed, because we had some dime pieces dropped by Jungaji out here, and he's always dropping dime pieces. But look, let's start off with this one, man. What's fresh off? I mean, a lot of things coming up for you. I know we've already touched and hinted a lot on a few things coming up. Delve us through some of the things coming up for you.
Yeah, so I got a collaboration tour with 2 other artists. That's Radical Sun. He's an MC slash, he's got a resonant voice singer. I did a gig with him 2 years ago at that Q-Pack in the concert hall, and he blew me away.
Wow.
And I just said, brother, I would love for you to let's discuss something where we can go on tour in the future.
Yeah.
So fast forward 2 years later, and we've bought himself. He's from Gadigal country there in Sydney, and sister girl Candice LeRae, who used to be in the Marindas from Western Australia, Perth, who's now living down in Melbourne.
Yep.
We got her on board too, and I've did a lot of recording with her.
Wow.
She's a great producer slash singer. She's only getting out on her own 2 feet, doing solo work, and she is amazing. So that'll be look out. That's going to be coming to your town within the next 2 years and stuff and beyond. So that's just another side project that I'm very invested in. It's
Amazing.
3 fires. Again, it's about just we call it fire up there, Wunjuata, the story of fire.
Yes.
So it's just a matter of, as I said with the T, just maintaining that, where we can, kind of just sit down and have, great conversations around how we view the world, and how we perceive and view the world in the future.
Absolutely.
From where we've come.
Y'all look like 3 fires for sure. I ain't gonna dispute that one, man. I tell you.
Man, trust me, that all what Jungaji is doing and the rest of the team, it's more than just entertainment, It's beyond that. And the goal, I believe, it's not just visibility, but impact,
Yeah.
And that brings me back to the topic that we're talking about, sobriety.
Yeah.
You can see the effect of it when the music is made as well.
That's right.
The energy that is around it. Even when we are celebrating, there is some purity in his art and craft,
Yeah. Even my grandsons, they come to my show at the Powerhouse at that big launch. I think I'd met you by then. No?
Yeah. Yes. Because you guys went to Powerhouse right after that.
Yes.
No, was I? Okay.
I think, yeah.
You were
But anyway,
supposed to come.
I was supposed to come.
Yes.
I even now I'm looking at the dates for the 50th anniversary, which we'll be talking about shortly. And I
6th
know
of
I'm not
June.
in town.
You're in Melbourne.
I am in Melbourne for that, unfortunately. But look, I'm telling you, I tune in. I see a lot of the incredible things you're doing. I follow it. Can't wait. I tell him all the time. Anytime I'm in town, I'll be front seat with you, man.
Of course, but and that's the same with
waving
you
that
fellas.
flag for sure.
When you got some things going on too, including basketball, I love basketball. I love NBA.
Yes.
I love my Spurs, women Yama. I could talk all night long, but that's a whole other story.
Oh, not a level like that. I'm rooting for Spurs this year
I'm
too,
Spurs
man.
too, but when I seen that tall man come
Oh
into
my God.
that alien come into the league, I'm like, I'm gonna go for that young kid.
Yes.
And I love the team that's around him, De'Aaron Fox,
He's in a
Castle,
great organization
Vessel,
too.
Cornette.
Yes.
Man, I'm loving it.
Yes, it's wonderful. And speaking of basketball, I saw that a few weeks ago you were at Northside Wizards, celebrating
Correct.
maybe one of your nephews. He's a
Yep.
superstar, man.
So-
This guy dropped 52 points in the game or
Big
something
shout
like
out
that.
to my nephew Keenan
Oh.
Keenan Williams. You went to come to a game.
Oh, I know. I was
But,
blown away.
We know
I
his
was
dad,
blown
though, Kerry
away.
Williams, incredible coach. We love Kerry Williams up
No,
in
big
Cairns,
shout out to
man.
Kerry Williams.
Yes.
Yeah, well, he done in Adelaide as 36's assistant coach now.
Yes, he is.
So they
Thank
come
you.
just
Thanks.
close
Yes.
to the championship this year, but they just fell short to
Oh my
the
God.
Kings.
He's coaching the greatest player ever.
Oh
in the
man, he's
NBL
amazing,
scene.
bro. I
We
see
all
that
love
he's in the
Christ.
Australian side too.
He's about to play for the Boomers. Yes,
Wow,
my
that's-
man, you
yeah.
know what's up.
That is-
He's about to
that's
play
deadly.
for the Boomers. Incredible.
Yeah,
that
that's
is
deadly,
life changing. But yes, big shout out to you and your little nephew, man. Dropping 52 points. How was that experience, man?
Well,
Maybe
he was
we'll see
playing
you
against
on
New
court.
South Wales, so
Yes.
it wasn't too shabby. Like they are king inside, man. But he just, he's just hungry. Like I see him as a LaMelo Ball.
Yeah.
He's just
Oh my
ruthless.
God.
He's just got no fear. Or Jalen Brunson.
Yes.
New York Knicks.
Oh my God,
No,
those
no,
are great
seriously.
players to
He is,
compare him
brother.
to, I'm telling you.
He's like he's just got no fear.
Yes.
And he walks off the court. And he's just like everyone's, kidding him up and just, congratulating. He says, he's like, did I really get 53 points? No, like you just got 52. Nobody's ever done that in a national champion. Like these are kids that are going on to big things.
Yes, for sure.
So
Especially
proud
when
of my
you're doing
boy, proud of my little fella. Yeah.
Incredible, big shout, and of course we gotta shed some light on. You've got your 50th birthday coming up. And as we talked about, it's up on the 6th of June. Talk us some more about that. I think for me, when I saw your son was playing, I was like, man, I gotta come to this. And that was amazing, man. To just see that both of you. It's like LeBron and his son now. You know what I mean? Sharing the court at the same time.
Absolutely.
I love seeing things like that, man. I'm here for it.
Yeah,
you know?
man. Well, us as fathers, we'd like to celebrate, when times are good, because I know what it's like when it's bad.
Yeah.
But, it's just all that and above. And, with me and my 2 heart attacks and my 2 strokes, having that, I opened heart surgery 5 years ago, it's just like, wow, I didn't think I'd make it. I honestly didn't think I'd make it. And I remember the family coming up and they were saying their goodbyes to me and stuff. And I started seeing the old spirits around my bed and stuff. I was just like, I think I'm close. 56 kilos from 85. But long story short, to arrive here and, to celebrate my 50th with my loved ones, and people that support and show love is just like, I think, I'm like, I'm going to celebrate it, so there's a lot there, it's going to be amazing.
Amazing. Talk us through some of the artists that'll be sharing the stage with you
So
that
there's
night.
my son, Dino,
yeah.
so he'll be singing 3-4 songs from his album. I've got, all my band that are going to be playing. One of the guys plays with Budra on the keys. Siso's one of the hottest drummers in Australia. Who else is there? He's got his wife on the bass. She's amazing. Did a lot of work with her up there in Gilmore Cairns. And we've got Aaron West, who's jazz virtuoso on the guitar. And they all can play any instrument.
Wow.
And it's also 5-part harmony. So
Yeah.
it's going to be amazing, man. So we
Bring
do
your
that.
dancing shoes. Bring your dancing
bring your
shoes at the
dancing
cave
shoes.
in.
Bring your
Okay.
dancing shoes. And my old group, we started in Anala in 1993. So they're going
Man,
to be.
shout out to you now, man.
Shout out to
Come on,
shout
man.
out to my Infamore brothers, Rocket
Yes.
Rod, Mr. Harry Wildboat, Boat,
Whoa,
and I got my
whoa.
nephew Nana who's going to jump in my spot, in the group Infamore. So we used to do all them Boys to Men songs, all the Marcapella songs.
Oh man.
That's how we started. Yeah.
Oh my goodness, I know. I mean, we're just talking about Rock the Boat, man, and that's one of your favorite songs all the time. Look at that. That is literally Boys to Men
The
right
show
there.
is
You've got to, I mean, y'all got to see this, man. We got to, Nobi, you got to send us this photo so we can put that up for viewers to see a little bit of that. Look at that. That's Boys to Men, right? Look at that, man.
So that's our 30th anniversary
This
there.
is too smooth, man. If you put Vogue on the back of that, I'll think this is Hollywood, bro. I'm telling you.
I don't know where them jackets are now.
Man,
Jeez,
probably
we need
in an
them
auction
jackets.
house or something, man.
My son Dino must have stolen it.
Oh,
Show us that
no.
one.
We got to show them this one now. Come on.
What's that one?
We're bringing the 80s back. Stop
us.
it.
What is it?
No, but you got to send us some of this photos,
Brother,
man.
what
This
is
is incredible.
What are you showing them, bro?
Hey, man, that's...
Oh,
what?
it's tricked, eh? We had the hard talks back to the day. Bro, but that was my apprenticeship.
What?
Mate, that taught me how to not be ashamed.
Yes.
Get up there, because
yes.
I wouldn't even do an oral presentation at school.
Yes.
But that was in grade. I was in grade 12 then, and then that same year we got invited to sing for my whole school at Anala High School, which was like 1,200 peoples and all my teachers, and I'm having an anxiety attack on the side of the hill there, and my brother come out, rocket rod, bless his. He said, "But you can do this, man. If anything, I believe in you." And he said that to me 30 years later. He said, "But whatever you do, I believe in you." You know, so that So and we all grandfathers and fathers, and so to be still, as I said, to challenge, ageism, and just like, and if you got a story, share it, mate.
Yes.
I couldn't have did this 10 years ago.
Yes.
I couldn't have. I was a drinking man. I was the wrong man back then. I was Troy Brady. I walked out of the hospital, and I walked out of Jungaji. Different person.
That's incredible, man. Now, look, we gotta definitely talk about winning the QMA Awards. Just talk us through that inspiration of what led you into music, and then now probably some of the highest points of your career, winning QMA Awards again.
Yeah.
Talk us through some of those experiences on that big stage.
Yeah, well, as I said, these little W's on the way up. You know what I mean? So, I'm just kind of ascertaining traction and keeping my eye on the prize, and that's following the sunrise. I know where the sunset is, but always following the sunrise and going north, going forward. And just, as I said, just everything that I was taught, everything that was passed down in terms of that old language, that tea with that old man. Well, my dad, when I got home I was a pretty deadly footballer back in the day, I come home one day and there's a guitar, electric guitar, a microphone stand and an amplifier. I'm like, there were 10 of us in this house at Anala as kids. They called us the Brady Bunch. Yeah, we were Brady's.
Hey, that's a good name too, man.
We were the Brady Bunch. Every time we pitch up to the footy field, we'd be head down like that because I'd be ashamed because, here comes the Brady Bunch. Look at them all there. But long story short, I went into my room and there was all those instruments and stuff. I said, and I walked down. Dad was sitting there. Mum said, "You're going to thank your father?" I said, "Dad, who's that for?" He said, "No, you just keep on practicing. I hear you singing in the room. You never know." So, but you don't forget things like that.
Your dad told you this?
No, he was sitting there in the cab because as I said, I'm making Queensland side for footy, bro. Like under 15, 16s, like I was representing with the best of them, yeah. But once I picked up that guitar and the microphone and stuff, I was like, oh, I kind of like it over here. You can take the football there for now.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
Yeah, and I haven't kind of looked back, and rather fortuitously, I met the brothers, and one afternoon we were playing basketball up at the Nala High School. Come back to my house underneath the house, then we just started singing in the still of the night. It come on the radio. Yeah, and then just organically, we just all fell upon the natural harmonies. Yes. I didn't know how to harmonize.
Right.
And the fellow with the deepest voice, he fell on do like that, and then that was it. That's what triggered it. It was just by accident.
That's amazing, man.
Just by accident, bro.
And what did that moment? I mean, when did you win your first QMAs, and just journeying from that first moment to now? What did that moment feel like the first time, and now that you've done it again?
When I was up, I don't know, accepting the award, I was just reflecting on all them hard times in my mind, but also being grateful to the ecosystem around me.
Right.
Because without that ecosystem, I would never I got this fellow on board. But my other manager, Greg Dodge, big shout out to him.
Shout out to Greg Dodge. We gotta have Greg in the studio, man.
Yes.
Shout out to him, man.
Shout out to Mr. Dodge, the Dodge Muffin, Dodgy Sauce. And the ecosystem around me, because I could not have done it without them. And that's what I say to young artists: get the people that believe in you and believe in your story, And I kind of haven't looked back, and I've got so many things on the ball and so many dreams that are just as real raw, and I'm hungry just like when I got into the industry when I was 17 years of age, 33 years ago.
Yeah. And I got to ask now real quick as we wind down the show, what does the Brisbane music industry feel like right now, man? I mean, and you've been around, you've seen it all, you've seen that transformation and of course the transition of it.
Yeah.
What does it feel like right now?
It's what you make it.
Right.
Seriously, it's what you make it. If you're hungry, then you get yourself out there. And as I said, it's not easy. Within the music industry, it's not an easy road, and I can attest for that. Yeah. But as I said, get the right people around you, and get on. We have we have social media these days that were different to when I was introduced to the industry. So, use as many tools as you can. Ascertain as much expertise from people. Like there are things that brother here does that I wouldn't have a clue. You know, I was asking him about how to do videos and stuff before, because I'm like, well, I've got to upskill. I've got to stay with the times and stuff, or else it's not going to get to the people that I want it to get to. And I'm not talking locally, I'm talking globally.
Yeah.
You know, particularly with the language and stuff. Nobody out there speaking my language, because there's only a handful of us that speak it.
Yeah.
You know, so how do we keep that, sustainable and alive? And, have a talk about that on a global scale. It's important.
That's amazing. And no, of course, I got to hear from you, man. What is you're definitely knee deep into it now. You're every other weekend you're organizing a show or managing something, so you're entrenched in that music industry. What does it feel like now? Does it feel as inclusive as it should be? And are you having to knock as hard for those doors to open? What does it feel like right now?
You always have to knock doors, that's
Yeah.
for sure, no matter what.
Correct.
But I love how Queensland and Brisbane is going with the journey towards the Olympic Games. There is a lot of effort that is put forward to highlight the importance of art and creativity, because it shapes the culture. It involves so many, when it comes to music, from dancing, and there is a lot of support with that. And I love that we are part of that journey, that we are the one defining what it's going to look like.
Right.
You know,
That's amazing.
and love the artist, not just the art. Really, it's about connecting with the human.
Yeah.
It's not just about the performance, and that's why I say with any artist or anyone who's doing music, why you doing music?
Yeah.
What's the purpose? So, like, you have a responsibility. You need to voice what you have in your head and express yourself peacefully, and share that art.
Yep.
Yeah.
Always be humble with our successes too.
Yeah.
And what is setting you apart?
And do it with your heart. I think that's what something that my father taught me, and he's an artist as well. He plays guitar, and he told me, someone who does something with their hand, that's a handyman.
Yes.
Someone who does something with their hand and their brain, that's a craftsman.
Right.
But someone who does something with their hand, their brain, and their heart, that's an artist.
So I like that one. I like that one.
Like,
I
there
like that
doesn't
one.
have to be always musician.
Yes.
A doctor can be an artist.
Of course, yes.
A social worker can be an
I
artist.
agree, yes.
You know what I mean? Being an artist, like, is being true to yourself and doing it fully. You can be behind the camera and recording, and you're loving what you're doing.
But you're doing
You're
the best at
you're
that.
doing it with your heart. Be the best
Of course.
of what you do. That's an artist.
Yeah,
That's
man.
right.
Yeah.
And there's my doctors that got me through, bro. 3.5
good
months.
artists, man.
Nah, mate. And it was hard. They see me in so many... you are humbled. I call the process to be humbled. And I was humbled. And that doctor, one of my doctors, long story short, when I got discharged, I think it was a month and a half after getting my strength back, and I did a little gig in town. I was like, let me try it, get back on the saddle a bit. So I do the gig, and this Asian fellow walking past. And he looks familiar to me. And I'm singing and stuff, and next minute, old mate jumps up on stage, and I'm like looking at him. And I kind of stopped, and I said, "You right, brother?" He said, "Yeah." He said, "You don't remember me, eh?" I said, "No, but I remember your face. I remember your face vividly, but I don't know where." He said, "I'm your heart surgeon."
Oh my. What?
Yeah, I'm your heart surgeon. And he's crying.
He said that to you.
Yeah, no, he's up on stage with me. I'm trying to do a gig. And I stopped.
What?
And he's crying from both sides. His missus over there crying too. He must have told her, I operated on this fella, And he just said, "You are why we do this."
Oh my God.
Yeah,
he
said,
no.
he said that you are a warrior. I didn't tell you that story.
Yeah.
But he said, you are, and I've got a photo there, but he said, you are a warrior, and you are why we do what we do. To see you come out, we had poor hopes for you.
What?
Yeah, bless his heart. I don't remember his name, bless, but yeah.
You remember his face?
I remember his face.
Yes.
Yeah, and he
Man,
see me
big shout
crying.
out to you, man, wherever you are, man.
the
You're
heart
God
surgeon.
sent. Thank you so
Wow,
much,
man.
man. And for him to come up on stage and say that to you,
He was
even more
compelled, mate. He was
remarkable.
compelled. He jumped straight up on stage. I'm like, okay, let me just stop and have a quick yarn, and I'll keep on going. But yeah, that touched me.
That's
Yeah.
incredible. Great stuff, man. Of course, good things must come to an end. We wind down this one. Real quick, Jungaji. Couple more questions for you. What's next? I know you got an album coming out. Is there a project? What's happening?
Yeah, so we got the album, and it's a volume 1, volume 2, titled "In the Tea of Life," and it's a conversation around, as I said, men's mental health, and and just having a space where we can have a conversation. So there's 20 artists There's rappers. I got an old country artist, Uncle Roger Knox. Big shout out to him. He's 70 plus. Got him on the album too. It's country song. But yeah, just I got some artists from New Zealand. I got artists from Samoa. Big shout out to Tai Tunga. Yeah. But yeah, so that the Three Fires tour, doing a lot of community work. Yeah, it's beautiful, man. Good.
That's amazing. And of course, Noble, what about you, man? I know it's incredible times coming up, you know?
Oh yeah, we're gonna build those bridges.
We're gonna build those bridges,
We're gonna
man.
build those
But of
bridges,
course,
definitely.
About 50 or so. It's on June.
Yes, that's what I was about to say.
June
Yeah, your 50th is June the 6th at the Cave in Wollongabba, and there is a special Jungaji pizza as well that you can come and try.
Come and
Amazing.
celebrate. Come and celebrate.
Thank you so much.
Last but not least, I just want to share a show that we're doing, another intercultural collaboration happening next week at the Mirror Balls. It's the Sabrina Laurie and the Cosmic Shore. It's single release celebration, Sunday
Yes.
the 24th of May at the Mirror Balls, West End, 4 p.m. You will have amazing Ofa. She's a prominent Brisbane-based Tongan musician. We will have Samoko,
Shout out to her.
J.O. Okoth and Ni Arma, the combination from Kenya and Congo. And lastly, we have Princess Init that she's going to be performing as well.
Shout out to Princess
Hey,
Edith,
my
man.
little
I was
sister
ride or
there.
die on Las Gidi Vybes for sure.
My little sister.
Yes,
Indeed,
yes.
indeed.
That'll
So
be
there we go,
amazing.
yeah.
Thank you so much, man. Definitely
Pleasure.
a great
Thank
time
you
to
for
always
having
have
us.
you.
Pleasure.
We'll definitely love to have you back very soon again. I'm sure this career is just getting started.
I gotta bring in my son to have you on too.
Please, we'll definitely look forward to that. And of course, Greg, let's have Greg in.
Yes.
We'll definitely have Greg in. But
Yeah.
of course,
I think that's what
Greg
you're going
for
to
sure.
see next week. Next week, you're going to see
Oh,
Greg
wow,
here.
amazing. Well, you
So,
heard that here first. I didn't even know that, but
Yep.
people, you hear that first.
That's the
We'll be
founder
happy-
of Queensland Music.
Oh
yeah?
my goodness. It doesn't get any better than that, I'm telling you. But of course, amazing words from you guys. Thank you so much, man.
Always a pleasure,
Great to
pal.
see you.
Always a
And
pleasure.
of
Thank you
course,
for
we'll
having
catch
us,
you on at the
brother.
same time. Don't forget our top 5 Afrobeat chat smackers are coming up next. At number 5, of course, you know, is a brand new one. Back Outside, Benton and Saz. Gratitude, Ashake at number 4. Brand new Forgiveness with Ashake at number 3. Let Me Be is the second voice. That one is at number 2. And at number 1, this one just cracked in 3 weeks and is at the top number 1 spot. She did it again. Tyler and Zara Larson. This one's at number 1. She did it again. Until same time next week, of course, it's y'all boy Deola D'brown saying good night. Yes, sir.
Back outside, I'm on my. I was at work, so I lay low. It wasn't my fault, I'm on my. You were out chasing a rainbow. I'm back outside, I'm on my. I was at work, so I lay low. It wasn't my fault, I'm on my. You were out chasing a rainbow. Want your love? Where you going for summer? Are you out in my bay? Okay, Mason Margiela. go. Are you kidding me? I'm better not go finish it. Oh no, can't spell me. She go be in my ministry. Oh go.
I don't feel like you waiting my eye, don't see you pogon. So many good way man don't do, but not bad them go talk. Even Jesus Christ, the Lord, and nail am for cross. You know the please everybody, I'm a homo, pen lebo. Pasonara, look give me yaw, look give me yaw, Amara ye call Silva, so my japa. Don't take it personal, oh what a full of vanilla. Mojori le Orimi koma komplexe. Credita lati. Gratitude shining. Mojori le Orimi koma komplexe. Credita lati. Gratitude. Paso nada, no give me yaw, no give me yaw. Amara ye kala, so my japa. Don't take it personal, oh what a full of vanilla. Mojori le Orimi koma komplexe. Credita lati. Gratitude shining. Mojori le Orimi koma komplexe. Credita lati. Gratitude.
I'm addictive, baby, what you want me to do? Not a quick fix, one hit might ruin you. A blessing, a lesson you don't need to learn. When you're playing with fire, you're begging to find out the hard ways for your sake. Save her, the heartbreak. This is sweet shame, music, this ain't Sade. No ordinary love, this is propane. No, it's not safe. Baby, this is a dangerous game for you. Baby, this is all just play to me. And I don't need you blaming me like, she did it again. Even when you feel like you can't get me out of your head. I got you like, she did it again. Even when you feel like you can't get me out of your head.
I know deep down you want me. Deep down you want me.
that you should spill the blood. All night here, happy telling lies, 'cause you can't tell her where you really are. My eyes on you, that's a scary side. And it's not safe, no it's not safe. Baby, this is a dangerous game for you. Baby, this is all child's play to me. And I don't need you blaming me like, she did it again. Even when you feel like you can't get me out of your head. I got you like, she did it again. Even when you feel like you can't get me out of your head.
I know deep that you want me. I know you do. Deep that you want me. I know you do. I know deep that you want me. I know you do. I know you do. I know you do.
Where you want all things Afrobeat music and culture, only on Last Gidi Vibes on Z Digital with your boy, Deola D'brown.